Cancer, welcome to your August 2023 weekly reading here. It's going to be a reading from August 21st until the 27th. And quite a week here. We got Mercury going retrograde. We got Sun opposed Saturn at the end of the week. We got Mars opposed Neptune. Venus squared Jupiter. Let me see if I can get this to focus real quick. We'll see. Anyways, let's get into your reading here. There we go. I think it'll come into focus now. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look here. What do we got? All right. One moment. All right. Here we go. Your overall energy here is the Queen of Swords. Your current energy is the Ten of Cups. Your challenge is the Ace of Swords. In the future position, you have the Emperor. The Two of Wands in the position, something that you're unaware of. How to get through your challenge is the Ace of Wands. Interesting. If you have any ideas, I would start them. Right? That's what I think. Because I feel there's some sort of revelation that you're going to be getting this week with the Queen of Swords. You could have already have gotten this, by the way, some sort of understanding. And the only thing that I'm seeing here is just you being clear and decisive in regards to just taking action on the idea that you have or something that you want to say possibly here as well. Because I feel like once you do so, it's like you step into this element of power here with the Emperor and you actually start to achieve the things that you've been wanting to achieve. And by the end of the week, you have the Tower here. It's interesting how the breakthrough will happen here with this Tower. We're going to see more so what this is. But I do know here with the Tower, at the end of the week, we do have Sun oppose Saturn. And that can be very much like the Tower, right? Because it can show us, Saturn can reality check us sometimes or show us where we need to do things differently, or it can show us our limitations and stuff like that. So we'll see though. I'm intuitively picking up that this is a breakthrough for you. Something that you're unaware of is the Two of Wands. And I think this Two of Wands is going to be really just going after your desires. There's a lot that you have that you're thinking about and envisioning for yourself. And I'm going to get more into this, but let's pull the rest of your cards. You have the sixth house routine here. Sixth house is also the house of obstacles. And you have this fixed moon, and it says hold your vision here. And it's interesting because this is the first quarter moon, and we are going to be having a first quarter moon this week. So, and it's not going to be a fixed first quarter moon, but it'll be a mutable one in Sagittarius. But I think it's wanting you to hold your vision here. And the Ten of Cups is very much so your vision that you have for yourself in the future. So I'll definitely pay attention to that here with this. Let's pull the rest of these cards here. You have this survival power. It says shark. And then you have this sea turtle card, and it says beginning, self-reliance, journey, and home here. All right, let's get into this read. You saw first here with the sixth house routine. And again, it's interesting because it very much boils down to your routine. You can write all day long about how you want to achieve things, or you can envision all day long or daydream all along about the dreams that you have and what it is that you would like to accomplish. But it's another thing to actually practically apply yourself to those things, which that's what the sixth house is. And so I feel like there could be obstacles here, but the obstacles are helping you self-refine yourself, right? It's helping you adjust. It's helping you look at, okay, what do I need to do? Where do I need to get better here? And for some of you, this could be like an improvement overall in regards to your well-being. I feel that here as well. So I think a lot of it's going to boil down to your routine, and it's going to and with this hold your vision, it's asking for you to basically, don't give up on your goals and stuff like that, and to persevere. But with the Queen of Swords being here and your overall energy here for the week, I'm trying to see if this live is like glitching or not. I don't think so. No, it's not. Okay. But the Queen of Swords is your overall energy here for the week. I think it's about you getting very clear and decisive about what exactly you're wanting to do for the week, right? The Ten of Cups is your current energy at this time. It's like you have the vision. You already know what it is that you want to create here, right? So, and I actually see for some of you, this could be like a week towards like you're starting off quite inspired here. So you have the Emperor here in the future position. I feel like this is you achieving what it is that you want. It's like you're stepping into your power here with the Emperor, right? I think you're realizing, like, through holding yourself accountable, especially with the 6th house card, this is very much accountability, self-reliance, understanding that everything falls back on us. So with the Emperor here, it's like you're realizing that, and you're tapping into this archetype, and it's like you're harnessing your own power here. And because of that, it's like you're incrementally making these you're achieving things here. The Ace of Wands is your advice with this Ace of Swords. I think it's just about taking action, literally. And doing it in a way that's fun, doing it in a way that's creative, doing it in a way that inspires you, or doing the things that inspire you. Also, this is a card of like being proud of yourself here as well, even for the little things that you're doing. The Two of Wands in the position of something that you're unaware of here. I think the universe is wanting you to remain self-determined. I know I'm kind of repeating myself in this reading. I kind of did that in the same read with Gemini, but that's what it really is saying here. The Two of Wands is self-determination. It's Mars and Aries, right? And have courage to persevere through the obstacles that you may face. And I think you're going to have your outcome here seems to me like it's going to be a breakthrough that you've been looking for and that you've been wanting to have. Some of you are like totally changing your habits too and redoing things. And I get here as well. This week we are going to be having Mars trine Pluto, and this is this card is the archetype of Mars, but Mars trine Pluto is like very much so. Did y'all hear that? That was my dog. He's dreaming. He like barks in his sleep. Y'all hear that? That's my dog. But anyway, this is you kind of taking the initiative here and taking action. Some of you may actually have a pretty emphasized Pluto or Scorpio placement here. So, and the one thing about this card here as well, you have this survival, and it says power, and it says shark here. Some of you, it really is like sink or swim. I think you're realizing that. I think the pressure being put on you possibly is like, oh shit, like I need to get this shit done. I need to do these things. So yeah, let's jump into this. Oh, I forgot, hold on. You have this sea turtle card. It says beginnings, self-reliance, journey, and home here. I think a lot of you are really getting very clear with your inner world this week. Like you're really going within and seeing like, okay, like understanding your internal blockages, right? All right, let's jump into this. Let's clarify. See a lot of you this week just totally doing like going with a new routine or developing a new routine, or getting in the habit of a new routine, especially if you have a vision for yourself and a goal. It's definitely attainable. Clarify this Queen of Swords. You have the Temperance for the overall energy. I think you're learning what works and what doesn't work, right? The Temperance to me is taking what is useful and discarding what is not. And I think that's what you're doing here. Understanding balance, understanding what works, understanding what doesn't work. I feel like a lot of you are also learning about your own limitations here, and now you're addressing them, or maybe you've been addressing them. You have the Hermit and the Ten of Cups here for your current energy. Yeah, it's like you're accessing your inner light and your inner vision here. Like there's something that I feel you feel very strongly about. And it's almost propelling you here. You hear my dog barking? Yeah. He tends to have a lot of dreams. Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, in your challenge. And you have the Two of Cups and the Emperor. I feel like this is you connecting to your higher self. I don't think this is anything in regards to another person. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because you have the Emperor, which is Aries, and Aries deals with self-independence, or it just deals with independence, right? And so I think this is you embracing the other aspect of your being, which is more the masculine side, to persevere through some obstacles that you're facing, right? We all have masculine and feminine energy, right? And that's what the Two of Cups is. That's why the caduceus is here. It's the balance of the masculine and the feminine. So this is like you coming back into alignment instead of, kind of being too yin. It's like you're realizing, all right, I got to start being more yang. So, and your challenge is like harnessing the power of like your emotions, and also harnessing like your energy and channeling it into the things that need to be done here. Clarify this Two of Wands in the position of something that they're unaware of. I think it's gonna require you to be practical, but but still remain self-determined, right? And have sufficient perseverance, or just have perseverance in general. That's something to be aware of. It may not happen overnight, but hey, little by little, you sculpt what it is exactly that you're trying to do. Seven of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands is your advice. Again, it's the perseverance with this Seven of Pentacles, right? But I see you being proud of like even the little things. So I think this is telling you like, hey, don't give up on yourself. Hold your vision. Be proud of the little minor achievements, because they're all going to be adding up here. It's so interesting too, because it's like, why do we do that, right? It's like we have these big lofty goals, but it's like we forget to like really acknowledge like the small ones along the way to the big lofty goal that we have, right? And so it's like when we don't make as much progress as we would like because our goals are so lofty, like it's almost as if like we start to like shame ourselves, or we kind of just give up. But it's like anything is progress, right? I'll give you an example. I made a new workout routine right yesterday, and totally different. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this workout routine. I'm going to do every single set. I'm going to do every single rep, and I'm not going to change it. I'm going to keep everything the way it is. And it's like, it was the first day I started, but that day, it's like I know my goals are lofty. Like, yeah, it's going to take time for me to get to where I'm at in regards to like how I want to look, or whatever the case might be, or how I want to feel. But it's like the first day is like, okay, I knocked that day out. You should be proud of yourself. Like, it's like those little things, right, that need to be acknowledged. Page of Pentacles in the Tower. I feel like there's also some sort of opportunity or maybe offer here that's going to allow you to sort of break out of like the monotony like of life, that could totally change up your routine or just change things for you in general. And others of you, it's like what you're building right now. It's like you're completely changing something. And it's interesting as well, because, and some of you, I talk in like, I'm pretty much a reader that talks, I'll go with the tarot, then I'll go into astrology, then I'll go into a book. It's really just intuitive channeling, especially with just the cards. But the Tower's definitely Mars trine Capricorn, or trine Capricorn. Mars trine Pluto, that's in Capricorn. But Pluto's retrograde, right? So nobody really is fully put together right now. Nobody. It doesn't matter the appearance of what it is that you see on social media or whatever. Everybody is reformulating their values at this time. And nobody is cosmically integrated with the divine yet. Not yet. I mean, we're always a part of the divine. Don't get me, like, that's not what I'm saying. But when Pluto is direct, that's when Pluto has finally got reformulated all the pieces and brought them together in a cohesive way of a newer version of things and a newer version of the cosmic integration, right? So nobody is fully put together. Everybody is facing these obstacles at this time, right? Everybody is trying to figure out what are the barriers and the structures in my life that need to fucking be destroyed with Pluto and Capricorn. And it's retrograde, so it's putting the emphasis on, it's definitely putting an emphasis on okay, I need to, something about my values and all this shit needs to be reformulated, right? On a macro cosmic level. So nobody is put together like you may think they are. right? And even if, I mean, people can be doing better, but everybody is still facing the same sort of, okay, well, cosmically Pluto's retrograde, so fucking, you know, like barriers. This is very much Pluto and Capricorn. Destroying old structures. Wherever Pluto's at in your chart, but Mars will make a trine to that. And I like that Mars is making a trine to Pluto this week, even though Mars is opposed to Neptune. So you're going to have to very much understand that it's not going to be perfect, and you're going to have to really lean into the intuition of things and be intuitive and balance practicality. But I like the Mars trine Pluto because it's like it gives a sense of heightened concentration on the things that we want to change. And that's what you're doing here with the Page of Pentacles. Steadily but surely. But I think by the end of the week, you'll be able to see like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely ready to apply this and make a change in my reality. So I hope that made sense. And it's interesting. I can't wait. I'm doing astrology videos here again because it's interesting as well because if you take a look outside of Saturn, right, you got Neptune, you got Uranus, Neptune, and then Pluto, right? And what Uranus does is basically it shatters Saturn's rings of limitation and structure, right? Because an innovation comes in. But it's like as soon as the limitations are shattered by Uranus, it automatically tends to reshape pretty quickly. But what I'm saying here is that Uranus will break the barrier of Saturn through an innovation, right? Neptune will dissolve the Saturnian pieces that were broke off. And once you go from when you do the Uranus, right? Like when the Uranus energy comes, right? The Uranus change comes in. Well, it's an innovation. Now the innovation has been made, one has to formulate new meaning and look at everything that they've once known and understood before, right? And Neptune is responsible for that. And so Neptune deals with the reestablishing a meaning and reorientating oneself, right? And then it's Pluto that puts everything back together. Does that make sense? Anyways, I don't even know where I was going with that. But anyways, I'll see y'all later. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm going to be making more astrology videos on my other channel, so be sure to subscribe to that channel. Yeah. But otherwise than that, I appreciate y'all, Cancer. Be sure to hit that like button before you leave. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the readings are on sale. And so yeah, if you want to book it, the link's down below. All the details are there. Otherwise than that, I am out. I will see y'all later.